Welcome to the Women Agenda podcast with Raju, promoting female talent with live interviews. For sponsoring the podcast, email us on talentspotlight309@gmail.com. Welcome to the Women Agenda podcast with Raju, promoting female talent with live interviews.
Very good evening to everyone on a Saturday, the 25th of February. This is Raj from the Woman Agenda. Hope you guys are staying well. Hope you guys are absolutely doing fantastic. So you know what the Woman Agenda is all about. And if you haven't been watching the Woman Agenda, and if you've not been listening to us, this is to where you can get in touch with us. We are live on the brand new design of the Woman Agenda podcast website, which is www.womanagendapodcast.com. That's www.womanagendapodcast.com. Get onto the website, the brand new look website. Exciting things. Lots of exciting things happening, and this is another one of them which we've been talking about for weeks now. You can listen to us if you're traveling, if you're going around anywhere in the car, you can listen to us. We're available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, everywhere. You can listen to all the podcast episodes on womanagendapodcast.com on our website as well, and you can watch our videos, all the interviews and women programming on womanagendapodcast.com as well. But now, Stories of Women, a brand new series about women, powerful women who have made a massive difference in society and helped women, girls grow, made a difference, contributed. And we're talking about them every week, every Saturday, only on the Woman Agenda podcast, the podcast that matters. If you want to sponsor us, get in touch with us, advertise with us, talentspotlight309@gmail.com. You will be seeing us soon at different events in the UK, working on that at the moment. You will be seeing us in different events soon. So these are some of the women which we will be talking about. The first one today, you know her, is Malala Yousafzai. Real Stories. The program is called Real Stories. Stories of women. We all know what Malala had to suffer from to get where she is today. And before we talk about Malala's foundation which she launched, let's talk about Malala's bio first of all. So born in 12th of July, she's a Pakistani female education activist and the 2014 Nobel Peace Prize awarded when she was 17. She is the world's youngest Nobel Prize laureate and the second Pakistani and the first pushed to receive a Nobel Prize. She is known for her human rights advocacy, especially the education of women and child in her native homeland. So the native homelands where the Pakistani Taliban have at times banned girls from attending school. Her advocacy has grown into an international movement. And according to former Prime Minister Shahid Kakwan Abbasi, she has become Pakistan's most prominent citizen. So now on 9th October, while on a bus in Swat district after taking exam, Yusuf Razai and two of the girls were shot by Taliban gunmen in an assassination attempt in retaliation for her activism. The gunman fled the scene. Yusuf Razai was hit in the head with a bullet and remained unconscious and critical condition on the Rawalpindi Institute of Cardiology, but her condition later improved enough for her to be transferred to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Birmingham, UK. The attempt on her life sparked an international outpouring of support for her. So due to well reported in January 2013 that she became the most famous teenager in the world. Weeks after the attempted murder, a group of 50 leading Muslim clerics in Pakistan issued a fatwa against those who tried to kill her. The Pakistan Taliban were internationally denounced by governments, human rights organizations, and feminist groups. The Pakistan Taliban officials responded to condemnation by further denouncing Yusufzai, indicating plans for a possible second assassination attempt, which they felt was justified as a religious obligation. You can tell what kind of mindset these people are. And the statements resulted in further international condemnation. Now let's talk about the Malala story, which is on her website malala.org. 2008, she said that her father was a teacher and ran a girls' school in our village. I loved school, but everything changed when the Taliban took control of our town in South Valley. The extremists banned many things like owning a television and playing music and enforcing harsh punishments. We've seen this in Afghanistan, what they've done about that as well. What kind of mindset these people are, everybody knows. Who defined the orders, and they said girls could no longer go to school, and they've done this in Afghanistan again. Dear me, we do have people like this in the world. In January, unfortunately, in January 2008, when I was 11 years old, I said goodbye to my classmates, not knowing if I ever would see them again. 2012. So we mentioned about 2000. What happened in 2014? After months of surgery rehabilitation, I joined my family in a new home in the United Kingdom. It was then I knew I had a choice. I could live a quiet life, or I could make the most of this new life. I have been given and determined to continue my fight until every girl could go to school. With my father, who always been my idol and inspiration, I established the Malala Foundation, a charity dedicated to giving every girl an opportunity to achieve a future she chooses. In recognition of our work, I received the Nobel Prize, became the youngest ever. All right. In 2018, I began studying philosophy, politics, and economics at the University of Oxford. And every day I fight to ensure all girls receive 12 years of free, safe, quality education. I travel to many countries to meet girls fighting poverty, war, child marriage, and gender discrimination to go to school. Malala Fund is working so that their stories like mine can be heard around the world. We invest in developing country educators and activists like my father through the Malala Fund Education Champion Network, and we hold leaders accountable for their promise to girls. In 2020, she graduated from the Oxford University. I will always treasure my time at Lady Margaret Hall, the lecture, the club meetings, balls, and late nights. Some spent finishing papers, some just chatting with friends in the dorm. On the global pandemic, I spent my final months as a university student in my parents' home. I'm grateful that I was able to complete my education. With more than 130 million girls out of school today, there's more work to be done. I hope we will join my fight for education and equality. Together, we can create a world where all girls can learn and lead. And you can donate to the Malala Foundation by going on to the website. And how to do that is malala.org. So Malala, her name, malala.org. And you can donate and support the great cause what Malala Yousafzai is doing. And she is an inspiration to everyone. Do please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Please support us. So we have amazing interview coming up, which we will talk about on Sunday, and also upcoming interviews coming up. We will talk about them this Sunday. Have a fantastic rest of Saturday. Please be safe. Look after yourself. And COVID hasn't gone yet, so wherever you are in the world, please look after yourselves and your loved ones, and keep safe and follow any restrictions the government has in your respective country has done. And wear masks where possible. I sound like a teacher, don't I? Have a nice one. I'll see you guys tomorrow with some amazing news about upcoming live interviews with amazing women artists. Until then, until tomorrow, have a nice one.